What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. So, former MMA/UFC fighter and current ESPN MMA analyst Chael Sonnen has accused LeBron James of being on performance-enhancing drugs, right? And he basically came out and said that he knows which drugs that which drugs LeBron is using. He says he knows this. And he said it, I believe, on a Flagrant 2 podcast, Andrew Schultz's podcast. And people were just alarmed about it, and people have been discussing it all on YouTube. Now, a lot of the LeBron James haters have united and come together like Voltron in order to say that if LeBron James does not sue Chael Sonnen, if he does not come out and deny this publicly, that is an admission of guilt. If he doesn't say anything about it, if he lets it just fly under the radar, if he doesn't sue Chael Sonnen, he's guilty like they've been knew all along, and they knew he was a drug cheat, they knew he wasn't shit of a player, they knew he was trash, they knew he was this, that, and the third, and they knew he wasn't just like the old-time greats, they knew he wasn't cut from the same cloth of the superstars of yesteryear. So they just can't wait to bash him and so on and so forth, because, you know, when LeBron James is really good for a long time, it got to be other reasons he's really, really good other than the fact that he's just really, really good, right? It got to be because of steroids. It got to be because of PEDs, that he's been dominant for such a long time. So on and so forth. It got to be any other reason to help them sleep better at night in order to help them cope with the fact that dude was out here dominating the league for a long time. Now, people will say, well, he didn't win certain championships. But again, we all got to put it in perspective. Basketball is a team sport. Nobody won by themselves. And when another team just had an arsenal that couldn't be reckoned with in the Golden State Warriors, especially after they got KD, shit, it's tough to win with that when your second best player is Kevin Love, and after that it's what, J.R. Smith, Shump. After Kyrie left, you know, it was a done deal. But nonetheless, it is what it is, right? But a lot of those YouTubers are now saying that if LeBron James, if he doesn't come out and say anything about it, it's an admission of guilt. And they rubbing their hands like Birdman, waiting and licking their chops at that. Just the thought of that. Let me respond to all of that. First of all, I disagree with that for several reasons. One, this rumor has been swirling around since like the 2012-2013 season or the 2013 to 2014 season. The rumor has been swirling around after LeBron James left the team for about 2 weeks, and they said when he came back, he seemed refreshed. He seemed like he was just back at his physical peak. So on and so forth, and they felt like something's been going on with that for a while. I remember Skip Bayless talking about this on ESPN First Take, right? That he went down there and he just seemed so rejuvenated, so on and so forth. I remember this being a topic, right? And so back then, LeBron James said nothing about it. He didn't discuss it. He didn't try to acknowledge it. He didn't try to go and sue anybody at that point at all. He left it there then. So I don't think he's going to say anything now. Why? He got to stay consistent. He didn't say anything then. He's not going to say nothing now, right? And furthermore, if LeBron James responds to this rumor, he'll spend the rest of his career, or, you know, the last few years, responding to every single thing that's been said about him, because people are going to say, well, you responded to the PED rumors. Why you can't respond to this rumor? Why you can't respond to that? Why you can't respond to this? And I don't think LeBron want to spend his last few years in the league addressing this rumor, that rumor, that rumor, that rumor, this rumor, that rumor. Right? It will never end after that. Furthermore, when have y'all, I'm talking about y'all, everybody watching this video, when have y'all ever heard LeBron James responding to a rumor unless it affected team chemistry? And I'm not just saying this and playing devil's advocate because LeBron is right there on the wall right here. I'm just being real with y'all. When have y'all ever heard LeBron James address a rumor unless it affected team chemistry? He called out Stephen A. Smith when Stephen A. said that he was on the verge of beating Kyrie Irving's ass when Kyrie Irving it was rumored that he wanted out of Cleveland, right? He denied that then when he was saying he was having dissension with Kyrie. He denied that then. And then Charles Barkley, NBA all-time great, Hall of Famer Charles Barkley came out and said, you know, LeBron he trying to trade these dudes on his team. He always alluding to trades. He want everybody on his team. He's afraid of competition. So on and so forth. He always trying to move dudes around in his team. And LeBron came out and attacked and came back at Charles because he felt like that would make people on his team feel a certain way about him when they're hearing all these different narratives being spewed by somebody that everybody pays attention to, like Charles Barkley, right? And he came out and felt like he had to address it then. Now, as a LeBron James fan, I can be objective. There have been times LeBron James has made cryptic tweets, and he's been passive aggressive in those tweets to where people can be like, that can affect team chemistry within itself at times, right? And that's fair to say so. I'm just presenting y'all with the fact that LeBron James has never addressed any rumor unless it has affected his team chemistry in a way. All these years and all the stuff that's been said about LeBron James, he's never once responded to anything Skip Bayless has said about him. Skip has spent his career trashing LeBron. He's never said anything he never said anything to Skip at all, right? Skip has made some mega millions for them LeBron takes. Not just for that, but it's been a bulk of a lot of his takes. I'm not saying Skip isn't a great journalist because he is. For the most part, he's been great at writing and so on and so forth, and it's the reason why he's on TV. But LeBron never responded to that. LeBron has never responded to the wild accusations that Chicago's own Cappy Pondexter made about him. He never responded to none of that stuff that she was saying that he was doing and all of that. He never responded to that. LeBron never even tried to deny or acknowledge the Delonte West rumor. He never tried to deny or acknowledge the Delonte West rumor concerning his mom. Never addressed it. When it was a major topic around the league, the rumor was swirling around the world and people in the league was even afraid to even say it because they didn't want to offend that brother. But it was a rumor that's been going around and everybody knows when they talk about when he had to get sedated and all this in Cleveland, they know what the rumor, they know what everybody is referring to. And LeBron James never came out and said anything about it. LeBron never responded to the rumor that he got another woman pregnant years ago or something like that. He never responded to that rumor. He never even responded to the claims that him and Pat Riley were beefing, that they were clashing in Miami due to him not being awarded certain privileges that he expected as the star player on the team. He never even addressed him and Pat Riley having a beef in Miami because of that. So why is he gonna come out and say anything about stuff now? It wouldn't be on brand for LeBron James and the times that he's defended himself. He's only came out and said something when it affected team chemistry. Other than that, he left it alone. Then, for the sake of argument, for the sake of playing devil's advocate, I'm gonna just present another perspective. Then let's say that LeBron James is on PEDs. Let's just say that. Let's say he is on performance enhancing drugs. If LeBron James is on PEDs, you better believe he's not the only one doing it. You better believe that. So if LeBron James goes down, then the rest of everybody else in the league that's doing it is going down with him. That's for damn sure. Okay? Let's say he is on PEDs. He is not the only one doing it, and you got to be a goddamn fool if you think that. Okay? If LeBron James is on PEDs, then the league itself is protecting LeBron, and if the league is protecting LeBron James, you better believe for damn sure they're protecting other players, currently and past players. Again, if they are protecting LeBron James, if the league is protecting LeBron James, you better believe they're protecting other players for sure, current and past. And they not trying to open that Pandora's box, because if LeBron on PEDs and they open that box, LeBron gonna come out with some shit probably, and everybody gonna fall after that. The organization he belonged to gonna out everybody. The organization he playing for, the Lakers, would out everybody that's been on PEDs. And we would never look at a lot of these other superstars that we have admired, that we have revered. We wouldn't look at them in the same light. So just think about that. If LeBron is on PEDs, then the league is protecting him, and you got to know they protecting other dudes, current and past. There's been a lot of players who had significant changes in their bodies over the years, who gotten stronger, more physically imposing, and you can get that from lifting weights. But you can make certain accusations about other people as well, right? And this is the thing too, the whole stance where if LeBron James got to sue Chael Sonnen. And if he doesn't, then he's guilty. That is another attempt for some YouTubers to villainize LeBron James because he surpassed their favorite guys, right? I got LeBron James #2 greatest player to ever play the game. Michael Jordan #1. Some other people don't feel like he #2. Some people feel like, oh, Kobe Bryant's supposed to be ahead of him. And that's not true. I made a whole video discussing why LeBron James is a better basketball player than Kobe Bryant. But you got a lot of other guys who are men who are mad that LeBron James is looked at as surpassing other players. other players that they looked up to and idolized. So this is their attempt to villainize and trash LeBron. He got to be on PEDs. He got to be a drug cheat. His ass got to be a cheater, right? They using that to villainize LeBron James because he surpassed their favorite guys. The same way people hold on to Holyfield, to Evander Holyfield taking steroids, in order to justify him beating their icon, their living legend, their idol, Mike Tyson. As y'all remember, Evander whooped Mike Tyson ass. Not once, but twice. And all people can do is say, oh, Evander was on steroids. He won because he was on steroids, right? Because it was the Evans Field box when they saw a box of steroids. It was addressed to an Evan Fields, right? And they like, oh my God, it's Evander Holyfield, right? It's too close, too similar. But I'm going to say this. If Evander Holyfield was taking steroids, if you think Mike Tyson was clean in an era where steroids was rampant and there was no drug testing, I got a beach house I can sell you in Idaho, okay? I got a beach house I can sell you in Idaho. I got a beach I can sell you in the Mississippi Delta, a beach house I can sell you in the Mississippi Delta. If you think that Mike Tyson was clean, if he was drug-free in an era where there was no drug testing at all, there was no drug testing at all and people was taking steroids left and fucking right. But y'all think that Evander Holyfield is the only one that had an edge using PEDs. Think thick neck ass Mike Tyson. Y'all think he wasn't on some shit? Well, Mike still look like that now, man. Listen, Evander still looks in great shape. And man, motherfuckers on that shit, okay? And they ain't trying to tell you. They was on that shit then. So them boys was on an even playing field. So at that point, he whooped Mike ass fair and square. But a lot of people who can't get over Evander crushing their idol, they always got to make an excuse for why Evander won. Oh, he was headbutting. He was on PEDs then. All that. Man, Mike was on that shit too. Okay? I don't give a fuck. You can be a fool if you think he wasn't. So all of that, man, yeah. But they doing LeBron James the same way they want to do Mike Tyson. Evander Holyfield. When Evander beat Mike Tyson, he became villainized in the eyes of a lot of different public people. They started trashing him as a dirty fighter. He won this and he won that. Evander Holyfield is one of the greatest heavyweight champions to ever walk this earth, to ever live. He was better in Mike Tyson era than Mike Tyson was. Let's be real. Mike wasn't even the best fighter in his era. So, and I love Mike, but let's just be for real. Let's be fucking for real. Anyway, same thing happened to LeBron James. So that's all it is, man. And LeBron ain't gonna address this rumor. And he shouldn't. He keep the shit consistent. He ain't saying nothing about other stuff. Let it, man. Listen. If it don't apply, let it fly. Fuck off. He trying to make all these different type of headlines. Whatever. Fuck, dude. We finna keep just hooping, doing what we gotta fucking do. And if LeBron James on steroids, why is it not keeping him healthy? Why is it not keeping his ass healthy? In his later years, we've seen LeBron James be injured way more than we've ever seen him be injured. Way more than we ever seen him be injured. In his later years, he's being more injured now than we've ever seen before. Why is that? Why? If he on steroids, why it ain't keeping him healthy? Why he ain't come back after a week? A few games, he right back. Come on, man, and y'all telling us he played that other game when he supposed to get hurt in the game when he won the when he was the scoring champion. He kept playing for that. Hold on. Adrenaline stops the pain in a lot of situations, dummy. So, yeah, Shannon Sharp even said it. I got hurt in games. I could finish out the game like it wasn't nothing. I could still play on it and finish out the game. The next morning, I couldn't do shit. I couldn't walk. I could barely stand straight. I had a limp. All of that because the adrenaline rush from the game kept me from thinking about the pain. The pain was out of my brain because of my adrenaline being high. Same thing happened to LeBron James in that game where he broke Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's scoring record. That's the game they alleged that he hurt himself in that game. He played through the game because his adrenaline was at a high. The next day, that's when you really feel that shit. And y'all know that. But it is what it is, man. I ain't mad at LeBron James. Y'all got to knock that shit off. He don't got to sue Chael Sonnen, whether he sue Chael or not. Whether he sues Chael Sonnen or not. It is what it is. He's staying consistent with how he's always responded to stuff like this. If it ain't affecting team chemistry, he let it go on over his head and over his shoulder. Machiavelli Mills TV. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the video in the comment section below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm out. Peace.